My 15-year-old planned a teen pregnancy. Now he wants me to uproot our lives for it. Let me set the stage. I'm a 30-year-old mom with 5 kids. Yes, 5. My oldest, Ollie, is 15. The others are 2, 6, 9, and 11. And no, that's not a typo. I had Ollie as a teen. My husband and I beat the odds. Married at 18, built a solid life from rock bottom, finished school, got into trades, stable careers. The whole comeback arc. So when I say we've fought for our peace, I mean it. That's why this next part hits so hard. Ollie has this girl, Bree. They've been friends since they were 7. Cute little sandbox buddies who stayed close even after her family moved 3 states away about a year and a half ago. Their family left due to the housing crisis. We're all painfully aware of that saga. We've stayed in touch loosely over video calls. We've even had drinks with Bree's parents before. Friendly, but not close. Anyway, Bree's family moved for cheaper rent and better jobs. Totally valid reasons. And since then, Ollie has been obsessed with us moving too. Like non-stop real estate pitches from a 15-year-old. Mom, look, cheaper homes, better paying jobs. But of course, neither of those jobs suits what my husband and I actually do. We've got 4 other kids with lives here. School, friends, sports. Uprooting all of that? Just not realistic. We've told him no, gently but firmly. Repeatedly. Fast forward to Christmas. Bree and her family visited our city for the holidays. Ollie spent a lot of time with her. I assumed it was in a group setting with other friends, but clearly not because now Bree is pregnant. Yeah, pregnant. And here's the kicker. I am 99.99% sure it was intentional. This kid has access to condoms. No shame in our house. We've been transparent about safe sex from the jump. School, home, both parents. I've been the girl who didn't have access. I know how important this is. He knows how babies are made, and more importantly, how to not make them. And now, he wants us to move there, so they can raise the baby together. Absolutely not. I told him flat out, "You're 15. We don't even know for sure the baby is yours yet. I'm not pulling our entire family out of our lives for something that might not even be real. And no, you are not moving alone. You can revisit this when you're 18. Until then, you made this bed, you're sleeping in it." Ollie did not take this well. He ran back to Bree, and now I'm apparently the villain in this tragic teen love story. Bree's parents have completely iced us out. They now only communicate through Ollie, which is honestly infuriating. I overheard them on the phone. They were passing messages through him with thinly veiled insults like, "Tell your mother, insert passive-aggressive nonsense here, because I'm not about to talk to her and lose it." Like, really? You're grown adults. They're horrified that I would even question Bree's judgment. Horrified. Meanwhile, these same people let their daughter come up with the brilliant plan to get pregnant as a joke that spiraled into a real thing. Ollie admitted it last night. They did it on purpose. Thought it would keep them together. I'm still stunned. They weaponized a baby to win a long-distance battle. To add insult to injury, Bree has a history. She's broken up with Ollie twice in the past 18 months because she found someone new in her small town, the same guy both times. When that fizzled, guess who she ran back to? Yup, Ollie. I've always liked her, but her behavior? Messy. Toxic. And the household she'd be raising this baby in? Let me paint you a picture. 9 kids. Blended family. Teens with serious mental health issues. No structure, no calm, just pure, unfiltered chaos. I'm not sending my son from our stable, structured home into a train wreck. I want a DNA test, and I'm not budging. And because of that, apparently, I'm heartless. My son now says I'm keeping him from the love of his life. And worse, he's using my relationship with my husband as proof that teenage love can work. That we made it, so he can too. But what Ollie doesn't see is the years of blood, sweat, and tears that went into this marriage. The fights, the sacrifices, the adult-level grit. He sees the result, not the road. He doesn't realize we didn't plan a baby. We survived one. Right now, I'm heartbroken, angry, exhausted. I worked hard to build this life. A life that wasn't perfect, but it was ours, and it was safe. And now everything feels like it's slipping away. The baby is due September 22nd. Abortion and adoption are off the table. That ship has sailed. But I will say this again, loud and clear. I am not sending my 15-year-old son away. If that makes me the villain in this story, so be it. And as for his father, he's not exactly one for long speeches. But the other night, after hearing everything, he looked at Ollie and said, "You have the intelligence of a pear." Update. Things have officially gone from bad to Wangser. Are you freaking kidding me? At this point, both my husband and I are completely blocked on every single platform. Phones, socials, you name it. But somehow, the communication line with our 15-year-old son, Ollie, is still wide open. And guess who's still relaying all the major life updates through him? Yep, Bree's parents. Fully grown adults passing passive-aggressive messages through teenagers like this is middle school drama. Ollie, in an attempt to help, gave us Bree's parents' email so we could reach out. But I decided before jumping into email negotiations, I wanted something more personal. I asked Ollie to get Bree on a video call with me there, so I could ask her directly to bring her parents into the conversation. I told Ollie flat out, if this didn't happen, I'd have to cut all contact between our families. I cannot and will not play messenger pigeon with life-altering decisions. At first, Ollie freaked out, but then he agreed. I think some part of him understands now that this isn't just about young love and baby names. This is real. This is permanent. This is parenting. So we make the call. Bree answers. She sees me. She hangs up. Immediately. Ollie tries again and again. No response. Then she texts him, asking why I wanted to talk to her. He tells her the truth. I wanted to ask her mother to speak to us directly, so we could talk like adults and make a plan for the next few months. A DNA test, travel arrangements, birth plans. If the baby's his, we'll be there. We want to be involved, but we have to be sure and do things the right way. And Bree's response? She blocks him. No discussion. No explanation. No effort. Just blocked. Ollie is devastated. Like, won't eat, won't talk, was locked in his room all day. Devastated. And surprisingly, not even mad at us. He's just broken. Really sad. Apologetic. And honestly, I think regret is finally settling in. He even asked me last night if there's a way to undo it, his words. My husband, blunt as ever, said something about a male abortion, meaning signing over parental rights, but I haven't gone there yet. Ollie's grieving, and I don't want to make it worse. And then it got even worse. One of Ollie's hometown friends showed him Bree's recent social media posts. And y'all, they're brutal. She finally announced the pregnancy online with captions like, "It's you and me against the world, baby girl," and deadbeat dad memes. Inspirational quotes about single motherhood. She made it seem like he abandoned her, like he left her to do this alone. Except that's not what happened. She blocked him. She shut him out. Ollie's friends knew the real story and started defending him in the comments. I told them not to engage, but teenage loyalty runs deep. They supported him, stood up for him. And now, Bree's blocked them too, which means we have no clue what she's posting or saying anymore. This whole thing has spiraled into a full-on nightmare. And honestly, I had a plan, a real plan, not a punishment, not revenge, just structure, stability. I wanted to propose it to Bree's parents via email. Bree takes a DNA blood test. We'll pay the $1,500. If the baby is Ollie's, we'll book flights and be there for the birth and the first month. I'll stay with Ollie, maybe bring the whole family so we can be hands-on. Then we work on a parenting plan, go into mediation, and get legal arrangements signed off by a judge. We've done this before. My husband and I split during the first 7 months of Ollie's life, and we went through all the legal steps. We know how this works. We were ready to step up. But now, I don't even want to send the email. Not like this. Not while emotions are this high and logic is in hiding. So for now, I'm just going to wait. Let it all cool down. Let the fog clear. And maybe, once everyone stops throwing social media grenades and starts acting like parents, we can talk like adults. Until then, I'm just holding my son together, piece by piece. And wondering how the hell we got here. Update again, June 3rd. Just when I thought this mess couldn't get any messier. Surprise, it did. Ollie's friends somehow got back into Bree's Instagram using an old account. Don't ask me how. It's something to do with different emails and reactivating. I don't know the ins and outs of Instagram magic. But what they found? Y'all, they found the pregnancy announcement post. And if you scrolled through it, because of course it's a carousel, the last slide showed the digital scan Bree had sent us. The same one we were told was a 16-week ultrasound. Except it clearly says GA19 plus 3 on it, and it's dated 0404. For those not up to speed on pregnancy math, that means she was 19 weeks and 3 days on April 4th, which puts her due date more around early August, not September 22nd like we were told. And suddenly, that vague confirmation her parents gave us in mid-April makes a lot more sense. Back then they said, "It's been confirmed," and sent a printed scan photo, the date cut off conveniently. So here I am looking at this scan realizing the numbers do not add up. If Bree was really due September 22nd, she would have only been 16 weeks around 404, not 19 plus 3. Unless, of course, she gave inaccurate cycle dates and the scan measured bigger, which, okay, can happen. But it raises serious questions. And honestly, If the baby is due earlier than September, and they only saw each other briefly in December and January, Ollie swears it happened on January 4th during a mutual friend's party, it might not even be his. I haven't told Ollie yet. I'm sitting with this information because I am deeply worried about his mental health right now. He's already not eating, not talking, barely sleeping. I'm not about to throw another emotional grenade until I'm absolutely certain of the facts. But I'll be honest with you. I'm starting to feel like this was never a joke or a let's see if it happens moment like Bree made it out to be. I think she was planning something long before January 4th. But maybe that's just the angry, exhausted, heartbroken mom in me talking. If you've made it this far, thank you. And trust me, this roller coaster isn't over yet. Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit follow because something tells me we're not done here.